Alright friends, guess I'll do a little garden update too, even though I kind of feel like shit, but it's important to get outside, right? So, strawberry patch is looking pretty good. Not putting out any more strawberries, but that's alright. Got some cucumbers over here that I planted a little early. This one here is just really taking off more than the others. It's kind of finding its spot. That one's starting to do alright. This pepper plant here hasn't put off any peppers yet, but I'm sure it will soon. It's another cucumber, another pepper, and then over here a whole bunch more cucumbers, a jalapeno, some beans. These were stuff that my brother had started and didn't have any space for in his garden, so I just found a space for it in mine. I've got some more green beans over here, which I already harvested off of once, but they don't look nearly as good as Grant's, but doing all right. I recently cut back a shit ton of the oregano that was here because it was just blocking out the tomatoes, and I did some trimming on these. It's supposed to be get a better harvest on tomatoes, at least your determinate tomatoes, the ones that only grow up to like a certain height. If you kind of cut off these other leads, like this one here, wherever you see, like you got a branch here with these leaves that are good for collecting sun, and then you have these ones which kind of basically grow into new plants. You cut these off and it helps the other leads put out better tomatoes. So that's what I've been trying to do, and I've got the leads that I cut off sitting in water inside. I'm going to try to transplant them soon. Chives are still going. The other oregano we have is still doing good. Got a couple of pepper plants over here that are putting off peppers, like bell peppers. Got a little basil there. It's supposed to be a good companion plant. So one of the peppers here, green bell. Got another one growing under here. A couple more down that way. Sage is just bushy. It's all get out. But smells good. There's some pretty flowers when they come in. Over here on the outside of the garden, the protected area, out in the wildlands, got a horseradish here that we planted, which is kind of the only spot we had for it. I gotta pull this plant out of here, this tree. But that horseradish, got to keep an eye on it because that stuff grows crazy. And these are all potato plants that are doing pretty good. And then even over there are some volunteer potatoes that are growing, and a squash. I'll get a closer look at them in a second. But yeah, those are doing pretty good. We got a blackberry here that we planted last year that's actually about to put off some fruit, which is nice. A few of them. Hopefully we can get to them before the birds do. Another pepper. I had planted a bunch of beans, or peas, but I think the rabbits found them and decided that they wanted them more than I did. Oh, God, I need to cut this goddamn lawn. I got a apple tree there, and then I got raspberries and blackberries. Let's go take a look real quick. This is going to be a long video. So these are blackberries I planted maybe 4 years ago. This is nice. Because unlike the wild ones that grow, these are the thornless. The only problem is I hardly ever get any fruit on them, so I might just rip this one out this year. And also the lanternfly larvae love it, which is not good. We got some raspberries here coming in, mixed in among these bushes, this tall grass. And then I've got I'm not sure if these are the wild blackberries or if these are raspberries that are kind of growing out, but you see there's a bunch of little lanternfly nymphs on there. Bastards. Out of here. There's the apple tree. Got quite a few apples coming on it. I think this tree's been in here for about 4 years now. 4 or 5 years. That's really coming into its own. I've got my own asparagus, which I've harvested from this year. It's kind of a whole little asparagus patch over here. Got some more there. But these guys, it's nice if you get them young enough, you can just cut these off and eat them straight out of the garden, like uncooked, and they're goddamn delicious. And then let's see if any of the rabbits are here. Under this little, we got a huckleberry tree. I think it's huckleberry. I forget. But mulberry, that's what it is. This little mulberry bush that's growing over here on its own. But under here, there's a spot where the rabbits like to just chill out. They've dug a little burrow for themselves and get out of the sun. And then got a little bit of a pollinator garden here on an old tree stump. It's mostly decomposed. But got some mint coming in here. Some more oregano, which is growing kind of on its own. I think this is oregano as well. But then here's the volunteers. We got some sort of squash. We've got potatoes. They all seem to be pretty happy. And then I think this must be from the neighbor's garden. But coming under our fence over here is some really happy looking strawberries. So that's pretty nice. I think on the other side he has a big strawberry patch. So yeah, that's my garden update. I think to close things out, we'll do a little check-in on those robins that are determined to build a nest. I kept knocking it down. Then I went to a family barbecue on Saturday. Literally in the space of a day, they built this whole nest up. You can see got the robin just chilling up there right now. Yeah. All right, you guys have a good day.